Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get right into it. Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day. We talked about this last week. We've talked about it before, but now we got the official full-on announcement and the creative team. It's Kieran Gillen and Valerio Schiti. So Schiti's a pretty solid artist. Gillen, of course, is a solid writer, but Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, my thoughts haven't really changed. I'm still not that excited. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of natural and organic lead up into this, though we shall see what happens. That being said, I've dropped Avengers. I stopped reading Eternals. There you go. The basic plot is this. The Eternals find out some dark secret about the history of mutant kind. That maybe they're somehow connected to the Deviants. Or maybe it's the threat that the X-Men are now immortal, basically, right? But they decide to go after the X-Men, and the Avengers get caught in the middle. It's going to be Marvel's big event. It's going to spin out into probably a lot of tie-ins and miniseries and things like that. But Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, which I'm just going to start calling AXE, Judgment Day. So there you go. Savage Avengers relaunches with a new #1 in May. This is very exciting because it's written by David Pepose, friend of the show, with artwork by Carlos Magno. This is going to be just like the previous Savage Avengers book, which is going to be an Avengers book with Conan as pretty much the main character in the Marvel Universe with a bunch of other side characters around him, right? In the previous Savage Avengers run, those other characters weren't utilized near as much as Conan. We will see how this one goes. But this team, or this series, I should say, is going to focus on Conan, Daredevil, the Electronautius version of the character, Anti-Venom, Black Knight, Cloak and Dagger, Weapon Eggs. Hey, Weapon Eggs. Is that like a what the character already? If not, we need to come up with Weapon Eggs. Over hard. Weapon H, aka Hulkverine, and of course a little bit of Deathlock action in there as well. I'm a big fan of David's work, especially Spencer and Locke, Scout's Honor, the OZ, Going to the Chapel. So really excited for this. This is his first Marvel work, so David, congrats, and Station. Then we got New Fantastic Four. It's going to be a 5-issue series dropping in May from Marvel, written by Peter David with artwork by Alan Robinson. And this is going to be another one of those miniseries kind of set back in the old school days of Marvel Comics, right? So back in the day, Walt Simonson and Art Adams did a 3-issue series called New Fantastic Four. It was part of the Fantastic Four main title, 347, 348, 349, if I remember correctly. I did a Marvel in the 90s bit on it. It was a big deal. It was super fun. Hulk, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and Spider-Man had to temporarily replace the Fantastic Four because they got kidnapped by some Skrulls or some shit like that. And this is picking up at that time, just right after that story, so diving back into the era of the New Fantastic Four. I like that Marvel's giving us these old school approaches to some modern comics. I really like that, diving back to the 80s or the 90s, bringing in some of those original creators. Even though Peter David was an original creator on this book, it's going to be cool to see his work on this book. Anyway, long story short, I really like this new trend that they're doing. X-Men Legends, Silver Surfer Rebirth, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, Wolverine patch, and I'm all for it. I just wish they could make him look and feel a little bit more old school, maybe with some different paper stock, maybe with some different artistic techniques or something like that. But still, very excited for this. Star Wars Obi-Wan is a 5-issue series debuting in May, written by Christopher Cantwell with artwork by Ario Anandinto. I haven't been reading the Star Wars books, but if you are reading the Star Wars books and you like Obi-Wan, you might like this one. I like Christopher Cantwell's work on creator-owned stuff, but I've never really liked his work, especially over at Marvel with the Doctor Doom book or the Iron Man book. But here we go. Obi-Wan 5-issue series. This is supposed to tell the entire life story of Obi-Wan, from being a youngling and training to become a Jedi through the movies and Who knows where it's going to wind up? But Star Wars fans, there you go. Goosebumps is getting a 10-episode series on Disney+. It's going to be live action. I'm really excited for this. I used to read more so Fear Street over Goosebumps, but I still remember those Goosebumps covers. I still remember a few of those stories, and I still remember the old school show, so this is going to be kind of cool. Might be a cool throwback. Dakota Johnson has been cast as Madam Web in a Madam Web movie. Not familiar with Dakota Johnson. I am familiar with Madam Web, and I am familiar with Sony Pictures doing Spider-Man movies that are not the core Spider-Man. Really? Really? Weird stretch. Madam Web? A Madam Web movie? A Madam Web movie. Watch that Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer. Some people were trying to tell me that it was good. I watched this trailer like 4 times now. This looks dumb. It looks so stupid. It looks like it's about a group of kids who take a bus to the town where Leatherface lives. Leatherface is going to be like 70 years old. I don't know. Maybe he's got a wife there. It can't be his mom. His mom should be like a... Who knows, right? Anyway, these kids wind up going to this ghost town where Leatherface resides. Looks like they're trying to make a new start, try to create this, like, I don't know, some place to live. I don't know. And Leatherface attacks them. It looks dumb. It looks silly. And then Sally from the original movie, apparently, has been waiting over 40 years for Leatherface to strike again. Kind of like Laurie Strode in Halloween 2018. It's got a lot of those vibes. It's got one moment with this bus that was kind of funny. It showed some gnarly, like, death stuff going, but yeah, the trailer's it's not looking good. Not looking good. Exorcism of God. I watched this trailer. It was a decent enough trailer. I mean, it has some interesting imagery, has some interesting themes, like it seems like it's exploring. It's about a priest who has to go to this prison to exorcise a demon out of someone, and I guess the big gist of it is he's got to somehow exorcise his thought of God being with him and that he is... whatever. The trailer was alright. It's got the butler from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in it, so that's kind of a bonus. But the trailer didn't really do anything to make it stand out from your just typical exorcism fare, exorcism movies, which you've never been ever been able to come close to the original The Exorcist. One of the reasons why I think Exorcist 3 works so well is because they went more in the psychological thriller route. Best psychological thriller of the 90s, Exorcist 3. Everybody remember that one. But Exorcism of God doesn't really do anything to stand out from your typical exorcism movie imagery. Just has a lot of pull quotes from people saying, this is like nothing you've ever seen. Really? We'll see. And then Scream 6 has been officially greenlit. My quote, Scream 6, more like Scream sucks. I did not like Scream 5. If you want to know more of my thoughts, check out the episode of Dylan's Horror Show that we did about it, or check out Backchat for the Small Soldiers movie review, because me and Jay Willie get into it a little bit, but I was not impressed with Scream 5. In fact, I thought it was a slap in the face to the franchise, but it seems like a lot of people are liking it. So, Verno, Dylan, congrats. You're getting a Scream sucks. So there you go. That's what we got for you here. What's coming up? Well, we got Dylan's Horror Show tonight. I'm really excited because after 2 weeks of movies that I was not very impressed with, it's time to just go into something silly, something fun, something gory and gnarly, and we're doing Blood Diner, the Jackie Kong cult classic film Blood Diner. If you haven't seen Blood Diner, I highly encourage you to do so, as long as you are not offended by anything. It is one of those movies that's so outrageous, it could easily offend anybody. Any part of it could easily offend somebody. However, the movie slaps, in my opinion. Very excited to talk about Blood Diner tonight. No Rockin Robbie Live this week, but be sure to join the Blame Fable Tonight show at 5 p.m. Central Time regardless, over at Instagram. That's right, Blame Fable Tonight on Instagram. The page is one collection down. Definitely need to check that out. And then Monday night, PCP Movie Night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Talk about one of my favorite films of all time, Blade Runner. That's going to be really, really exciting. So that's what we got coming up. What do you got? What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts, blogs, and a whole lot more. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Station. Keep on living. Pop, pop, boom, boom, boom.